Good morning, HCGers. This is Laura. So I'm reporting in on my VLCD day 14 results. I was up a pound. I knew yesterday was just too good to be true. 2.4 pounds in one day. It's not exactly that I think it was too good to be true. I just think my body said, yeah, right. Because there's no way in God's green earth that I ate 3,500 calories to equate a 1 pound loss. I really believe it was just my body going, we're going to hang on to some extra water today. So I think I'll lose it by tomorrow. But it was still disappointing. Get up on that scale, and I was thinking a goose egg. I was thinking, I'll probably have a half a pound gain. A 1 pound gain was not in my mindset, because I did tell you I had a talk with myself before I went to bed, and the talk was, you know, you're not going to lose tomorrow. You know, you're more than likely going to gain. Well, that's exactly what my body chose to do. So, oh well. I guess that's just the way this diet works, and I mean, I'm not complaining per se, because I've already lost, even with 1 pound gain, I think 14 pounds, you know, this round, but that's not net loss, because I guess I look at my weight loss a little different, because I do net weight loss, because that's overall what I want. But I do need to remind myself of the overall loss that I've had on this round. And then I'm glad that I kept stats, because the last round, on the exact same day, I was up 1.7 pounds. So, and it just kind of goes along with the cycle that my body does. I have a big loss, then I'll gain, and then I'll have a small loss, and then a big loss. So it just seems to be something that my body does, and I just need to work with this body. It's the one that God gave me, and well, it's the one that it's the only one I got to work with, right? So I just got to figure out its rhythm and go from there. So, you know, I was very active yesterday, and not like active like some people, but folks, I sit in a cube in a chair, and the most exercise I typically get is the walk to the bathroom. And, well, with HCG, I go there a lot, you know, but, I drive to work. I live 23 miles from my work, so I'm in my truck about 30 minutes each way. And I get home and I cook dinner, and then I sit in a chair and I do schoolwork. So it's not like I live an active life. So when I say I'm active, you know, that's up and down a ladder, that's down in the basement, up to the second floor, back down to the basement to get something, back up to the first floor. And that's what I was doing this weekend. You know, I have all these great ideas, and I get partially through, and I don't finish. So I had bought these, I had pulled out my kids' old broken doors, you know, I mean, like, they cracked their door frames. So I went and bought new doors, probably 6 months ago. And so they've just been sitting there up on the outside of the rooms. Now, mind you, my kids don't live at home anymore, so it's not a priority. And this weekend I finally installed them. Well, I had one installed, and then I finally painted them so that way I could put the door handles on them. I mean, literally, I've been bad. But I was so frustrated this weekend. It just like everything was building up. I put my son's door in just fine, painted it, got everything going, and I put my daughter's bedroom door in, and then I was looking at it, and I was painting it, and then I went, that doesn't look right. No, that's not right. Something's wrong. Sure as enough, I put it in backwards. It opens into the hallway instead of to the bedroom. And by God, I got this 2-inch Brad Neller, ka-chunk, 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 and I was having fun with it. And so that baby is in there good. So what? Now I had to go out to the shop and I had to get the Sawzall. Then I had to find a new blade for the Sawzall. And of course it uses a different battery than the battery for my new 2-inch Brad Nailer. So I got through 1 shim and 6 friggin' Brad nails. And then I had to charge it. And it was just like, oh, I couldn't just like get anything finished this weekend. Just, it was constant on top of one thing after another. And I don't know why I was just feeling this way, because normally I'd be, I'll go work on something else. Not like I don't have 25 other projects. Which is probably the issue, is I made some goals this weekend to get over the hump and get some of these projects done. You know, my husband and I found this house that I absolutely would buy in a second if I didn't already have a mortgage, a 31-foot boat payment, and a 37-foot fifth wheel payment. And I'm like, no. I told my husband, on paper, we're probably fine. I says, but in reality, if you died or I died, well, I have a plethora of life insurance, but my husband's much older than I am. He's in his 60s, and he switched jobs, and he never thought about getting life insurance when he was younger. So, you know, if he was to unexpectedly pass away, there is no way that I could pick up all the payments. I'd be just fine where we're at right now. And I'm like, well, that's it. I need to get this house fixed. I need to get it on the market, because in my area where I live, we have a housing shortage, and house prices have increased, 20% in the last year, and I want to be with my husband. So if I sell my house here, I can move. Well, when I find a job. I'm kind of big on that. I've always worked, and I have a career here, so it's kind of hard just to say I'll leave my career. But I don't know. I want to be with my husband. I want to enjoy my life, and I realized maybe over this weekend that it was missing a big portion of my life. And that's what I'm doing this diet for, not for my husband, but while I have the time, I can focus just on me. I'm trying to work on me. I'm trying to work on my diet, my inner self, and trying to get to be the person that I know I'm capable of and I want to be. So that's probably why I I'm really goal-oriented, and I had these goals, and I wrote them down, and these were the things that I wanted to do, and I just haven't been able to get over the hump on some of those things. So, I don't know, frustration, and it just capped it this morning when it was a pound gain, and I talked myself and told myself that it was only going to be probably a half a pound. So, I don't know. Talk to you guys later.